Oh, God. Everything's fine.
That's what we call an auspicious opening.
Okay, guys, here's what's happening right now. Isaac just walked into my room, and, well, this is a slight distortion of the story, but Isaac just walked into my room all of a sudden, completely unexpectedly.
Aren't you the one telling me off for distorting the stories when we talk about distorting the stories?
No, usually you're telling me off for doing that.
Really?
Like just recently when I was telling Nick about the sword fight you had with Stefan.
Yeah, exactly. No, and Stefan and I did not actually have a sword fight, and then I was forced to tell the story which you distorted, which was not actually as interesting.
Oh, I thought it was still a pretty good story.
Oh, I know. I mean, but Nick disparaged it.
Well, I didn't notice Nick disparaging it.
I think that he turned up his nose at it, but I was distracted by problems.
But anyway, the funny version of what just happened is Isaac just burst into my room and said, "Josh, I'm in a bad mood, let's do a trucks. It's 1:30 in the morning."
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what I did, except that the communication technology involved was a little bit more esoteric than that. But yeah, I just came home from rehearsal. We're rehearsing from 10 p.m. to midnight, basically for the next week or 2 weeks, and I just have given up on ever sleeping again.
I can see why that would put a person in a bad mood.
It's been a long day, and my brother just moved out, and that's making me sad. I got empty nest syndrome. There's a big old empty room, and our new roommate hasn't moved in yet. Peebles. We don't have Peebles in our room yet.
Nor Monica.
Yeah, so we're basically just coasting it alone here.
It's a very lonely place.
Trying to bake cookies to stave off the apocalypse.
I could have totally left my door open while I played Skyrim all day, but I didn't.
Oh, is it? You're not? You're ashamed to have anybody else see you play Skyrim, but not me?
Yeah,
I was actually just telling Jay earlier that I can.
Fuck! Holy shit!
That
missed the turn.
The best thing about this situation is that I no longer have to wear pants.
I don't think there's any way I could possibly make that. Oh God, this is.
Look at the map. Look at the map.
Oh wait, there's a divider in the road, right there.
Oh my lord!
I'm gonna make an extremely illegal maneuver, but it'll be okay.
That's okay. Just wait for a break in the traffic.
Are you saying you don't have to wear pants around me?
I mean, not as much as if say there were a lady present.
That's true.
You know, and for a brief moment there were no ladies present in our household. Merely, merely some dudes with lax, hygiene skills.
Wearing no pants around people might be a faulty stratagem.
Just generally?
Yeah.
I found it to be very useful in some circumstances.
It might not end well. Oh, I thought I fixed that problem, but it just happened.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Fuck you. Are you telling me that you would not be comfortable if I were to parade around the house naked as a jaybird?
Well, I'm assuming you mean you're wearing your boxers, right?
Yeah, no, totally.
You don't have like bare schlong syndrome.
Yeah, no, you've seen my thighs.
Yeah, I've seen.
I mean, they're perfectly reasonable.
I mean, I'd probably prefer that you wore pants, but no, I wouldn't object or complain or feel particularly bad if you didn't wear them.
I'm not saying like that I would just parade around the house in the altogether just for the sake of it, man.
Right. No, I understand.
But I'm saying
if you want to walk to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily have to put on pants to do every little fucking thing.
It's true.
Oh God, so Josh is just uncomfortable with my body. That's the long and the short of it.
I grew up in England, and in England we...
you always wear at least 2 overcoats.
Yeah, and a petticoat,
And a muffler.
Yeah.
Whalebone stays, corsets.
We're indecent.
Josh is always wearing at least 4 different kinds of undergarments. Some of which he does not actually own the equipment to remove himself.
Oh, wow. I wonder what that could be.
Man.
Some kind of exoskeleton.
Josh is actually a beetle with segmented joints. That's his secret shame. That's why you've never seen a picture of Josh. I post selfies occasionally. Josh has never posted a selfie.
Is that true?
No, you've posted selfies to Facebook, surely, like in the distant past.
I'm not in the habit of taking selfies. I mostly rely on other people to take pictures of me. But I keep thinking I should just take a selfie, but...
Oh man, but the planning that would go into that, the scene setting, I don't
know, it's just not...
You'd have to get yourself involved.
It's really just a matter of... It would be a disruption of my pattern to an extent that it wouldn't be difficult, but I haven't done it, if you see what I mean.
I know. I mean, like, you and I both know that it can be very difficult to pick up a thing and do a thing if we're not used to doing a thing.
Yeah.
I had a new idea for a bit for the jam thing.
Oh, yeah?
But I actually don't want to tell you that on camera because it might spoil things.
Stay tuned.
On sound camera, on ears.
On the air.
Yeah, no, this project that Josh and I are doing is proceeding apace. We've got some stuff put together. There's more stuff to come.
I don't think we've
quite
ever
excited
introduced the
about
fact
it.
that we're doing a project.
Oh yeah, we're doing this we're doing a thing that people will probably, hearing it, will probably think, oh, that sounds a little bit Welcome to Night Valley, and we'll be like, no.
We're just wholesale cloning something called Blue Jam.
Which is older, thank you very much. But we are absolutely ripping something the fuck off, like with extreme prejudice, but it's something that very few people have heard, which is how you become successful.
It's so true.
And so it'll be a bunch of sketches set to moody music that Josh will tease into clever loops. And I've already written some terrible things with terrible people in them.
We have a brief recording of one of the sketches. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. I
think you know when it happens.
I think you're probably going to enjoy it.
I look forward to all 30 of you, all 15 of you,
all 10 of you
listening
as
to
far
it.
as last week goes. And I think that at least 2 of those were me. And Stefan must have listened to it a bunch of times already.
A billion times.
Yeah, so I bet nobody actually listened to the last episode at all.
We'll plug it. We'll do some extra plugs on it.
We gotta do that, man. I get it. Nobody wants to talk about music criticism. Who would have thought that wouldn't be a topic that would interest our core audience?
It is a bit of a specialized topic. But hey, guys, I compare it to video game criticism.
Yeah, for like a brief moment. It's like 10 minutes or 15. Less. It's like 5 or 6 minutes we talk about video games in there.
Oh, yes, I mean, but I overlay the entire
quality.
concept.
It's really quality.
Yeah.
That particular bit.
It recolors the entire conversation.
It's like the tincture of evening suffusing the soup of the afternoon.
Somebody once told me the something. I don't know the words to that as well as I thought.
If you haven't heard Mouth Sounds, the mind-altering thing by Neil Cicerega, or however the fuck you pronounce that, you absolutely need to go and do that.
An internet mastermind I hadn't known about.
We'll put a link in the doobly-doo. Yeah, he's like behind half the stuff that you vaguely remember fondly. Like Potter Puppet Pals.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know he was behind that.
Yeah. He's a storied man.
Isaac said he was going to come in here and talk about all the stuff he hates.
Yeah, I was feeling crotchety and grumpy because I never sleep and everybody's on edge, and like I'm just around a lot of tired, grumpy people all the time, and so I'm tired and grumpy. But
have your spirits been lifted?
Yeah, I mean, we had some good banter that helped.
Yeah.
There's the prospect of, after we're done with this, going to the Burger King with you and engaging in some seriously self-destructive 2 in the morning decisions.
Yeah, man.
Which is putting a little bit of wind in my sails. The very idea of it is putting a little bit of wind in my sails. I'm
gonna get a buffalo burger.
Oh, they don't have those. They only have beefs.
What about those? Wait, what were those $1?
Rodeo burgers.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're not made of buffalo.
No, yeah.
You know what I saw?
Like buffalo sauce on them?
Let me tell you guys about a magical place, which is the area surrounding the Jefferson stop on the L train in Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York, where it's all warehouses, except that all of the warehouses are painted with huge, colorful murals by all the artists who are there. So every street you look down, it's just nothing but enormous murals as far as the eye can see.
Whoa.
And so there's warehouses with murals on them, and then there's bars, nothing but really hip bars and murals. I mean, why not? Yeah, Josh is like, I must see this place. Why do I not live here? And I'm like, yeah, Josh. My friend Molly lives up there, but this is where we've been doing our rehearsing because there's still some cheap space available out there. And
it sounds like a nice place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live there.
There's an incredibly bougie bodega there by the stop as well, which appears to be the only like grocery source available for most of the place. It's kind of like a Japanese grocery store.
Is this kind of near Beacon's Closet?
There's more than one Beacon's Closet.
Location?
No, it's not in Williamsburg, dude. It's in Bushwick.
I get those two. I treat them as the same thing.
Yeah, it's further out. Mm-hmm. This is like super industrial zone.
Yeah,
the way that the better parts of Bushwick, the parts of Bushwick that are actually residential are fucking terrible. But the little bits that people have clawed out of the warehouse area are pretty interesting, I guess.
Hey, while we're talking about New York City,
I'm not finished with my fucking anecdote, Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I was going to say that this place out there in the middle of Fungu is the bougiest bodega I've ever seen because they sell like like energy bars with meat in them.
What?
Buffalo energy bar, turkey energy bar.
That sounds disgusto.
That's what everybody says, but I'm going to have to buy one next time I'm out there because I need to know for myself.
I mean, that's one way to eat a protein bar, right?
Yeah, it's got actual protein in it. And I was like, I've never seen this before. They had like a $5 bag of what was essentially nori, just a tiny little bag of chips, but they were seaweed chips. It's a destination.
Jesus.
Anyway, you wanted to talk about New York, Josh?
What's up with Mayor de Blasio? What's he done?
He's been walking the walk and talking the talk, as far as I know. Nick is like the person to ask about this kind of shit. Talk to Nick about it. I don't know, man.
Okay, let's call Nick right now.
He's an operator. The most interesting thing that he's done is he's taken this political move to try to eliminate the horses from Central Park.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what the real estate people want.
I knew he said he was going to do that before he was elected. Did he actually go ahead and...
That was his first move, to move to do that, and of course there's been a huge outcry.
Right.
But like he's doing some horse trading here, if you see what I mean. He's got some real estate interest that he needs to appease.
I haven't heard any like really major moves he's made. I've heard little things like he swept the streets in an unusual manner.
With his tongue. He appears to be basically just implementing all the things that he said he would, which is a pretty unusual thing.
So and
he's doing it quietly. Yet? Well, I mean that's the thing. Is like I think the reason that you haven't heard about him is that the Post isn't screaming their head off because he's just like doing the shit. It's really kind of hard to. I mean, if you can imagine Imagine in America where Obama won 70% of the vote,
right?
And the political mandate that would occasion, and where there are checks and balances because a mayor is essentially God, and then you've got New York right now.
It sounds like a nice place to live. I sure hope it becomes that place.
I like New York.
I mean, no, I do like living in New York, but the politics of the place have yet to shift in my favor so much.
What?
I don't mean to say.
What do you want? What is it that New York can do for you?
Since de Blasio was elected,
you've been maybe like a decrease in real estate costs. What is it that New York can do for Josh?
I mean, obviously, I don't. Well, it's not obvious, but I didn't mean to say that my life hasn't changed in the ways I had hoped because my situation is fine. But I don't know. De Blasio felt like he has some major differences from our previous god.
Yeah.
In terms of his beliefs, and I haven't heard of any of those coming down the pipeline, basically.
Well, there's there's stuff like universal pre-K, which wouldn't touch you because you have no children.
Is that happening?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But the sort of the deal is that the major thing that from our perspective that we would hope for from de Blasio would be a reversal in the cost of living thing.
Yeah.
The super cost of living problem that has been plaguing our fair city, and that's a big old ship that'll take a while to turn around. And we can basically just hope that our rent doesn't go sky high in the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, there's already policies in place keeping our rent from multiplying.
Yeah.
Even in the Bloomberg years. Yeah,
so it's like what'll happen to our neighborhood.
Yeah.
There are like genuine hipsters in our building now, Josh.
Yeah, totally.
I've seen them.
We basically just let one in.
Oh,
Peebles?
Oh, Peebles. Peebles isn't a hipster. He's an artist.
No, well, okay, yes.
I mean, if you
saw him on the street,
he's got a beard.
If you saw him on the street and heard the way he talks, you'd probably say, "Fucking hipsters moving into this."
Maybe, but the thing that distinguishes him is that he's always like covered in plaster.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a working man.
Yeah, and that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
This is our new roommate, by the way. He works on restoring essentially historical buildings.
Yeah.
And
he's pretty neat.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's a chance that he'll
decent first impression.
I think there's a chance that he'll drive me insane, but a lot of people do.
Sure.
But I think he'll be fine for the duration that he's going to be here.
Insane.
Yeah, so the people I don't know very well, it's like, oh. I mean, there are some people who I like to be around quite a lot of the time, but usually they're not beardy dudes with plaster all over them. Not that the plaster is in any way a determining factor.
It's probably a plus. Surely have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, they're both sculptures.
I'm running out of fuel.
I mean sculptors.
I should do something about that.
Oh shit. This has been a pretty lackadaisical game of trucks, even like ramming up the fines willy-nilly, like, you know, straight up the hoo-ha.
Yeah. What's the next part of that?
I don't know. What was I saying? A thing?
I'm thinking of Lemon Hope when he sees the
yeah.
pirate ship.
Freedom.
That thing looks like it's just lousy with freedom. Straight out the
straight up the something. Straight out the thing. The limit. I love that episode.
Yeah, Adventure Time is so good, you guys.
It is really, really good. I mean, particularly, it's like I was worried. You know, well, Rebecca Sugar's gone, but Tom Wolfhard coming in. I follow him on Tumblr. He's like this super nice Canadian dude who makes amazing comics and is now just like making Adventure Time better.
Mm. Oh, hey.
What?
While we're talking about like the goings on in our apartment, let me show everyone the painting we're gonna buy. Okay?
Oh.
Here it
is. Yeah, Josh and I are gonna buy a huge print of this, and we're gonna put it in the kitchen.
Oh, it's going to be so cool.
And our mark will have been left on the apartment. Everybody will know that this is this is now our place as the two most senior members of this apartment.
Monica likes Deep Space Nine too.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna like the only person who's going to be confused about it is Peebles.
Yeah,
I think even Nick will like it when he moves in.
Peebles will understand that it's an objet d'art.
Yeah,
you know, it's got a certain je ne sais quoi about it.
For sure.
I could describe it in French forever.
Could you?
Maybe. I'm getting paid tomorrow. Do you want to like straight up go ahead and buy the thing tomorrow?
Possibly. Maybe the day after tomorrow, depending on my situation. I'll let you know.
Oh, exciting times. Someone's getting a package from Tomato Co. Yeah, put that up and we'll just look at it.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, now I'll take it off the screen.
All right. It's been here for the whole time.
It might have been. I don't know.
I hope so. I mean, that's a lot of majesty for people to
I'll zoom in on different bits of it. That'll be great.
Do you have that technology, Josh?
I might be able to figure it out.
That's pretty good. No more Bone Bandit.
While you weren't looking, I refueled. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Now we're hot to trot and straight on the road to nowhere. Come on inside.
The death of Jennifer Sisko sure is a tragedy of mythical proportions.
I don't think so. I think that I think that without her sacrifice, the majority of Deep Space Nine wouldn't be possible.
I guess that makes it a romantic event.
I mean, what about, you know, Sisko's ultra hot romance with that one lady,
Cassidy Yates?
Cassidy fucking Yates.
No, yeah, Cassidy
Surely
Yates is
everybody's favorite part of Deep Space Nine are the parts that involve Cassidy Yates.
Cassidy Yates is great and a much better actress than Jennifer Sisko's. But
but Jennifer Sisko's job was to be on stage for half a pilot episode and then
she comes back a couple times in the Mirror World.
Yeah, but she has a mustache. It's much easier to act with a mustache.
I wish it were true.
It was a Mirror World joke. She's a
they have goatees.
You're either a goatee. You either have a goatee or you're a dominatrix. That's the Mirror World rule.
Except for Jennifer Sisko, oddly, she escapes that rule.
She should totally have been a dominatrix.
That would have been a little weird.
Filthy Kira.
There's
filthy
There's
Kira.
that episode where she hangs out with Jake.
Yeah, but that's horrible.
It was. That episode didn't understand the gravity of what the hell it was doing there.
The tragedy of Deep Space. We're talking about Star Trek.
Just straight up talking about Star Trek.
Oh no, this was the problem that I did not foresee when I called for our late night trucks, is that we would end up in the gutter of our most default mode. Although I was actually thinking about talking about Homestuck because I was up last night looking at fic.
Tell me about the fic.
Oh, I was looking for some. As I told you, I was looking for some Terezi Nepeta fic because that's a thing in the comic.
Oh yeah.
But nobody thinks about that one, and so I found a good fic. And the reason I could tell it was a good fic is because it was incredibly sad.
Oh yeah.
That's really how you can tell whether a fic is good.
Has there ever been someone in our chat raised this? Oh my god.
What the fuck are you doing, you utter monster?
Overturning a little bit, no big deal.
Just go out into the field. Go into the field, everything will be fine if you go in the field.
What was I asking there? Oh yeah, someone in our chat was asking this. Has there ever been a fic that
Adorable Blubbler?
That achieves the tone of Homestuck itself?
What would be the point?
Well, if further material that uses the tone for slightly different purposes.
See, that's the organizing philosophy behind Paradox Space, which is awful.
I don't know if it is the organizing philosophy behind Paradox
I don't even
Space.
know what the fucking Look, here's what my feeling about Paradox Space, right?
Yeah.
Right. All y'all Homestucks. Should we explain what fuck it.
Paradox Space is a derivative, kind of like officially sanctioned fan comics.
It's officially sanctioned Homestuck fan comics. It's like an expanded universe, essentially.
Yeah.
What I think it is trying to do is to recapture the magic of the Homestuck fandom in its prime, because one of the magical things about the Homestuck fandom in its prime is that it was generating a whole lot of really complicated, intricate, fan art with story behind it. And it is like, that old thing where it's like, an alien maybe read about this in the book and was trying to put it together, but has like missed certain objects.
Yeah.
It's like, somebody heard about what made the Homestuck fandom great and then decided that they would do a thing that was like that, except kind of stilted and awkward and bad.
But the funny thing is that in that it's not unlike actual fan fiction.
It's true. And you know what else it's not unlike?
What?
Act 6. Oh!
I don't think either of us fully believes that. But,
you just reacted exactly the way that I hoped you would to my clever Act 6 burn.
Yeah. We had a synchronized moment. But,
oh, yeah.
The latest
I'm
thing
sorry
in Paradox
about that,
Space.
everybody.
The latest thing in Paradox Space was okay. Just this cute 2-page comic, which is a joke about Beck, basically. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty okay, but the thing is that there hasn't really been much in there that
If that were done as just straight up fan art that someone posted on Tumblr, I would have probably hit the like button.
Hey, there you go. I mean,
the standard is higher, isn't it? When it's something which is like being done in an official capacity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that part of the problem is that the people who they're getting to do this are webcomic people, as a general matter, rather than fans. It seems to be like the people who they're reaching out to make this stuff are people who are part of the sort of pre-existing artist community. And the thing about that is that they're going to be people who don't really know the comic as well as the people who are straight up making the fan art.
Yeah.
Thus leading to probs. But yeah, no, that was a good one. It was fine.
At least it won't become like the Star Wars expanded canon, where they don't fucking push the microphone around while I'm talking into it.
I maybe thought that what you were going to say was horrible, and I wanted to spare our viewers that.
The fact that it's already part of an expanded multiverse rather than an expanded universe means they'll never have to declare it all non-canon.
That's true, because that's the nature of Paradox Space. That's the name.
Yeah.
I have the Modest Mussorgsky set to the Smash Mouth clips in my head now. It's such an incredible...
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me.
Roll me. But
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
I hope that...
She was looking kind of dumb with her... I don't know how that line connects with her finger in her thumb. And the shape, yeah, I don't know what that means either. Yeah. And the shape of an L on her forehead.
Oh, of course, that's why she was doing this.
Well, yeah, but like, what does that have to do with him? Like somebody telling the world was going to roll him, and
there's a segue. There's a segue. It's a different scene.
One. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Something, and they hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Yeah.
We're doing this, huh?
I
hope that whatever we have scored this with,
so much to do, so much to see. So
what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star.
Yeah. That was fun though.
Yeah, I think that we definitely ate up a good couple of minutes doing that.
This isn't a truck parking space. Apparently. It's nice and long like a truck parking space.
Your mom is like nice and long like a truck parking space?
Whoa! Check it out. This counts.
Does it?
Oh yeah. We're going to do it.
That's amazing.
Enter. Snoring noises.
Oh, finally it's nighttime like inside me. Yeah, what was we talking... Oh, we were talking about the death of Jennifer Sisko, that's right.
Oh yeah, and how it's...
And how Butch Cassidy is the...
Butch Cassidy. Yeah, and how the death of Jennifer Sisko cannot be classified as a tragic event, but a romantic event.
Exactly.
In Shakespearean terms.
She was a sacrificial lamb to set up
the... It begins with the death. It doesn't open with... It doesn't end with the death.
The brooding of Ben Sisko.
The brooding, and then the
eventual...
rehabilitation.
Yeah, his return from the mook, and eventual ascension to literal godhood.
Oh yes,
as he becomes
the Cisco,
the avatar of all that is good in the world, and as he fights the horribly botched shell of Gul Dukat, the best character that never made his way to the end of his arc.
Guys, I'm serious. It's got problems, but Deep Space Nine is a super good show.
It does. It you know, that was what I was going to say. It is notable in the Star Trek canon for having the widest separation of quality within it.
It's true.
It has some of the highest highs and also some of the lowest lows available throughout the entire Star Trek universe. I will remind you again
that in the same episode where Kirk and Uhura share the first interracial kiss on television, Kirk also crawls around on the floor and makes horsey noises.
You have not shown me any lows with this. See, yeah, okay. Well, so it takes after the original series in that respect.
The original series is an interesting beast because every episode seems like it wants to be a different genre.
Episodic television. I mean, they were also getting a lot of serious science fiction writers in to write them.
Sometimes
putting their own spin.
Other times it was like
whoever they found in the lunchroom.
Yeah. And the Next Generation's first season has a straight up racist episode.
Oh, wow, that's a problem.
Yeah, you can see on Frakes' face the entire way through that he hates filming this.
Oh, such a good and decent man. Can we put Frakes' face up now?
Yeah, there it is. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, look at this one.
Ooh. He's staring into my very soul.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like this new trick of ours.
Yeah. I mean, we're making
multimedia superpowers.
We're making work for you, but Oh, Jesus Christ! Put a beard on. Put a beard on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that coming.
Where were we before this happened?
Deep Space Nine is the best show in Star Trek.
Yep. Adventure Time is the best show on TV.
That's true. The Americans is really good.
Yeah, I heard that.
You have to get past the terrible pilot episode. I seem to be the only person.
Game of Thrones is terrible.
I'm not willing to go that far. Game of Thrones is overrated.
Game of Thrones is trashy adventure pulp which people have somehow mistaken for culture.
Yeah. I mean, that happens a lot, doesn't it?
It does, because this is the era of the nerds. I'm looking forward to the backlash.
You think there's going to be one?
Maybe. I mean,
Lord of the Rings never got a backlash.
No, not the backlash against Game of Thrones. The backlash against the sort of multiphasic dominance of nerd culture in our society.
Oh. You think that's going to happen?
I hope so.
I might not.
I hope that they all get fucking wedgied to death.
I think the meek are finally inheriting the earth.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that it's always temporary.
I kind of made a Simpsons reference there. Did you catch it?
Which one?
The meek shall inherit the earth.
That's a Bible reference.
I know it is, but it's also a Simpsons reference.
Simpsons did it?
Simpsons did it.
Alright, fair enough. When did the Simpsons do the meek shall inherit the earth?
There's, I don't know what season this is from, but there's a scene where the big Arnold-esque action guy...
It's McBain.
Yes, is playing as a huge and muscular high school nerd.
Oh,
and he.
No, this is after my time. This is after the Simpsons entered their
he's being picked on.
Slow
either he's being picked on or one of his fellow nerds is being picked on. Something to do with being shoved into a locker. But then he beats up the nerds, or no, he beats up the bullies and go, "The meek shall inherit the earth."
That's a real missed opportunity because he should have said, "The geek shall inherit the earth."
Oh,
that would have been better. Better bad joke.
Oh wait, what if he said that?
Maybe he did.
It's possible.
You know what? I bet they wouldn't have missed something as obvious as that, surely.
Here's the clip.
Whoa.
I might not be able to do that.
I don't think that you did that. I think that, in fact, what he splashed on the screen there was something entirely different, if I imagine. If I'd used my imagination...
I'm going to do the... If I wanted to do a
don't say what it is now. People have already seen it.
No, I'm not actually going to do what I'm about to propose.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say if I was going to do a reflexive up our own ass joke, it would be the first thing I ever intercut into a Treks episode, which was that weird musician on a harmonium who then goes like,
Oh, Ivor Cutler.
Yeah, what does he say in that clip that I included?
Shoplifter.
I forget, but Ivor Cutler is the bomb, and you should definitely put some more Ivor Cutler in.
We'll see.
Mm.
Did Ivor Cutler just happen? I don't know. It's possible.
I don't know, man. I'm really looking forward to you editing this. And me not editing this.
It's gonna be an adventure. Oh man, I have to do it like, okay, this episode might not go up on time, because I'm hanging out with Monica tomorrow.
Oh, how long?
Probably all day.
Well, how long are you going to be before you sleep tonight, though?
I'm not fucking editing this tonight.
Oh, but are you?
Probably not.
But are you, though?
You can't make me.
But you might be.
Well, anything is possible.
I guess so. I mean, really. I mean, you probably are, right? I mean, it would make sense that you would.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and edit this at 3 a.m. for you, Isaac.
Why not? What's the problem with that?
Yeah, no problem, man.
For me? It's for you, Josh. It's for us. we do this together.
You got it.
Oh, yeah, that's the Josh I know. Josh is willing to do stupid things.
What do you think you're going to order at Burger King?
I don't know. Probably their nuggets are terrible. It won't be a nugget.
We could go to McDonald's and get their nuggets.
Yeah, but that's far.
That's true. The weather out there is pretty nice.
Actually, maybe it's worth a pilgrimage to McDonald's. I was eyeballing one of their fancy sandwiches on the way over here.
They probably don't still have the Shamrock Shakes, do they?
No, man, it's not even Irish Day anymore for a long time.
I like those.
Terrible. It's like drinking toothpaste.
Go away.
Mint is not a flavor that you want to do some sort of weird kind of approximation of as a general matter.
I disagree. Mint chocolate chip milkshakes have always been my fave.
Only if they're made with possible mint, and not like mint gop.
I don't know, man. I always got them from Baskin Robbins. They don't use mint.
I bet they might.
Yeah, it's possible. That would justify their prices.
They're like using some sort of essence or some sort of extract. But I'm willing to bet that McDonald's is just using toothpaste.
Well, then my teeth will come out of it cleaner, won't they?
Carrageenan. That's what's in toothpaste.
I doubt the FDA would allow them to put toothpaste in their food.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it's the same flavoring that makes your toothpaste all minty.
Yeah.
Probably the same flavoring that makes your gum all minty.
I really hate toothpaste.
Really?
Brushing my teeth, I just hate it.
Do you do it?
I do it, yeah.
That's good.
But it's so unpleasant.
You need a better a dentifrice. You need a better dentifrice.
A dentifrice.
It's the word for a thing that cleans your teeth.
I just find the texture of toothpaste in my mouth to be horrible.
Oh, the texture.
Oh.
Why don't you just...
Wow, come on!
Why don't you just...
and the taste doesn't help, I might add.
Well, why don't you get one of them Toms of Finland toothpastes? And then, why don't you not use it and instead brush your teeth with a brush without anything on it, and then do mouthwash?
Would that be as effective, though?
Probably not.
I feel like that wouldn't be recommended by 9 out of 10 dentists.
Maybe you should ask your dentist about it.
Yeah, I'll say to my dentist, yo, I just hate toothpaste.
Are there any other options for me?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, yes. Why don't you buy this Sonic Care toothpaste, and it'll use Sonic will run through your teeth. And he'll spin dash all of your...
Say, like, sound, like a sonic shower, more Star Trek stuff?
Most people would go with Sonic Screwdriver, but they're terrible people.
Sonic Shower is more of a Voyager reference than anything, too, so I can't really get behind that either.
I think I'm more of a Sonic the Hedgehog dude as far as references go. But yeah, no, there's a Sonicare. It's a thing. Yeah. It's a mechanical toothbrush that shoots high frequency audio right into your teeth to dislodge bits and pieces.
No fucking way.
You don't want your mouth sounded?
How would that deal with
mouth sound?
Plaque.
Mouth sounds?
Oh.
Do 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 do.
I only want to use an audio toothbrush if it... Hey now, you're an all-star.
Please do finish that sentence.
If it does all-star into my face.
Oh, perfect. I want
to hear somebody wants to hold me while I'm brushing my teeth.
There's just a gap in my life where novelty musical jingly things are like I've never had a musical condom.
What?
Those exist.
What music do they play? And what kind of audio fidelity can I expect?
Chiptune and like the German national anthem.
Oh god, like not even chiptune, right? I'm imagining the kind of sound chip that came in like your ancient tower that would like, you play an old DOS game and suddenly your computer tower is like beeping at you.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Yep. It lets you know there's been a success.
Like a really detuned version of some cheap classical symphony.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm complaining because I never had one of those, and they exist.
I want a kind that does Beethoven's Seventh Symphony.
Oh, that's pretty specific. Josh is a leisurely lovemaker.
That's a kind of a mournful song.
Josh weeps when he does the deeds. This is all pure speculation as far as you know. Yeah, or musical ties.
I can imagine that better. Ties have surface area.
Or like a novelty bra.
Ties have volume. Unlike condoms, you can fit a chip in there.
Yeah.
I don't trust a condom.
You just put the chip in a reservoir, man. That's all you do.
That sounds like it would be likely to cut something.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
And yet those exist. Or they used to.
No longer FDA approved.
I don't know if they were ever FDA approved. I think they were a European invention. You need to sound a little bit more muffled than that, I think.
Hey now. That song's gonna be funny forever.
I weep for the fucking universe. Yeah, I gotta get my act together, man.
Your act seems perfectly together.
Thanks.
You're managing to do your job and also attend an extremely busy rehearsal schedule.
That's right. And with moving and stuff and all the other projects, I gotta write a review of Dev Hines' Blood Orange album.
I listened to that. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it's a hard album to say interesting things about. Unfortunately,
It's a bit samey.
It is. By the end, it gets a little bit just like too much of the stuff in your mouth.
Just review the best song. Here's your review, right? Here's how I would do it. I would review the best song on it, okay? And then I'd say, now imagine an album with 10 of these
in slightly decreasing order of quality.
Yes.
Oh, that's a pretty good point. I'll take that under advisement, my friend. You might have saved Christmas.
Yay!
Just now. I doubt the Dunk will have his done in time anyway. He's a big old sloppy softy.
Why is it that you think that being more productive than usual makes you say you need to get your act together?
Because I'm losing my mind.
Oh.
I'm also being more of a jerk than usual. And I'm
just going to leave my high beams on.
Yeah, that's good because it's a beautiful Polish evening.
Oh my god, that creates so much white. It's hurting my eyes as though I'm looking at actual brightness.
Yeah. God, the fidelity on this is just too overpowering. Yeah, that's pretty much all right. Josh, do you want to tell these folks about your fucking Skyrim mod?
Not particularly.
Yeah, neither do I.
I could.
Well, why would you, though?
It's an interesting anecdote on the nature of things we hate.
Tell me. Oh, right. That was going to be the theme of this episode in the first place. So why don't you go ahead and provide us with that? I
just modded Skyrim with like 50 fucking mods, and now I really like the game I'm playing. And this is fun because I really hated Skyrim. It's been like ever since it came out. I'm like, I do not want to play Skyrim. It's boring. I find it really disappointing, in more ways than one. But yeah, now I like it, so it's cool.
Is there a larger point to that anecdote?
The larger point is give peace a chance.
Oh, no, I think that it's if you hate something, change it tremendously until it no longer resembles the thing that you hated.
Yep.
That works with people as well. So if you ever find yourself hanging out with somebody that you don't like, try modifying them.
You know what? Here's the thing. These mods I'm playing could never have been made if people weren't A, unsatisfied with Skyrim, but also B, believed in its ability to be good.
The great thing about that is it doesn't actually require any effort from you.
Yeah, so, well, it's not entirely true. It did take like an entire morning of making sure everything was working. You know, a lot of mods to make sure are compatible with one another.
You just gave up in the middle of that sentence.
No one really cares about Skyrim.
No, that's true. God, you are just...
But I want you to think about
You're doing some driving tonight.
What city is he driving to? That's nice.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Wow,
exist.
look at that. You can't go there.
I know, but he is going there.
Where is it?
It's not there.
I don't know this place well enough to say what kind of city that may be.
Oh.
But it looks like it's got some kind of historic bell tower, clock tower. Man.
Well, it's probably better than dumb old Zitzen.
Yeah.
Did we even look at what we're... Did we even... What are we even
What are
carrying?
we carrying? Medical supplies. Holy shit, this is important.
That's like the plot of every science fiction short story.
We were carrying medical supplies all along.
Yeah, we're gonna something terrible is gonna happen to us. Did you ever play Alpha Centauri?
Yeah, that's a favorite of mine. Somebody once told me. You know I played Alpha Centauri. I don't think you've ever played Alpha Centauri.
What's Alpha Centauri?
Why did you ask that?
Because I was trying to think of a game.
Oh, the sci-fi game.
Yeah, that I have played and enjoyed, but I don't think it's actually Alpha Centauri at all.
Yeah.
I think it's something else. It was only on Max. It was like shareware. You wouldn't have played it.
What did you do in it?
You had a ship, and you start off with a little ship, and there you could be either like you could sort of ally yourself with either the rebels or the Federation, based on like what kind of jobs you took and who you ended up scrapping with, and you know
It's a classic formula.
you like to take medical supplies to places.
Sounds a lot like Elite.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was this an in-cockpit 3D kind of?
No, it was you were outside and you like scooted around, but there was combat.
So it's a two-dimensional version of Elite?
Yeah.
There's a modern version of that. It's called Space Rangers.
Yeah, it was like the gameplay was kind of like Asteroids, except with spaceships.
You know, I feel like I might have played something like that.
Probably. It was one of those things about my childhood.
I would have been way into that, I can tell you.
Yeah, no, it was a game that had some depths. Some good writing in it too,
Mm.
and secrets.
Oh, everyone should play NNPD. What is that thing called?
I don't fucking
Like
know.
the Milk of the Velvet Revolver. I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
It's
bad.
the craziest fucking game I've ever seen.
It's just like a low-res version of Hotline Miami with
That
some
does
like
not capture it.
sea-punk shit and some glitter and terrible textures. It's like, yeah, but you're right. We'll put a link to that in the description. If anybody can remember what the fuck game I'm talking about, you put that in the description, okay?
Yeah, totally.
So,
Please tell us what game Isaac is talking about. It
'Cause
sounds like something I want to play. Although there's many modern alternatives, but I want to play it anyway.
okay, wow, okay. I mean, I don't even know if that's possible since it was on probably a Mac OS that doesn't exist anymore. But,
Emulation, buddy.
hey, yeah, all right, we'll figure that out. We'll put a link to that in the description.
We'll never find it.
Oh, well, we're putting up a screenshot of it right now.
I wonder what that was.
It was a screenshot of the game I was talking about.
Well, hopefully.
Escape Velocity. The name of the game is Escape Velocity.
Oh, yeah, that was popular.
Yeah.
I kind of liked Escape Velocity.
Oh, did you play it?
No. Well, sort of. My friends were really into it. I had some friends who were really into it. I played other similar games at the time.
Yeah.
I really liked Independence War 2 into that genre. The whole bevy of Descent Free Space, Elite clones. Really, Elite they're making an Elite MMO. That's very exciting news for some people.
I'm sure it is.
It's a very, very old game.
Our truck is so incredibly
Elite was in that
beige.
Charlie Brooker thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Yeah,
Link to that in the description.
totally. I'm just going to link to the whole internet.
I bet you can do that.
I'm going to link to
Link-
how to park a truck.
Link to
FAQ.
www.google.com.
Okay.
People can look this shit up on their own. Lazy fuckings.
Excellent.
Lazy fuckings.
Somehow.
Yeah. You've made a lot of mistakes there. How is that excellent now?
I think it was because I got the urgent delivery bonus and the fragile cargo bonus and the long distance delivery.
Yeah,
bonus.
you didn't ding your medical supplies at all.
Is that true?
Yeah, no, you smashed people with your own
Oh, my own
with your
bot.
cab, but you never dinged your supplies.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We're gonna go get a burger.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh fuck yeah, we leveled
I'm
up.
gonna take a new hazard.
Sweet.
Let's see. What's the second one? Gases or flammable liquids? Which would you like?
I would prefer flammable liquids, please, Charlie.
Okay, we got them.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can find any flammable liquids on the job market. Just why the hell not? Let's see where the hell they are. Can we? Is there a way to sort by that? Probably price per distance would be a place to start.
Yeah, the most expensive iron pipes.
This is a flammable something or other. ADR class 1. That's explosives.
Yeah.
Fireworks, aluminum alkalies. That's
Yeah.
flammable solids. Calcium, fireworks. Lots of dangerous things. We should definitely only ever do these from now on.
Yeah, I think that that's got to be the way that we.
Lead, potassium hydroxide, magnesium,
Arsenic.
mercuric chloride.
Look forward to this, guys. We're going to be trucking some serious shit.
All right, and now we're going where they deliver all of these goods. McDonald's.
Bye.